Welcome to the intersection of technology, cybersecurity, and society. Welcome to ITSPmagazine. You're listening to a new episode of KnightLife with Alissa Knight. Alissa and other KnightLife guests will explore the trichotomy of passions in Alissa's life: cybersecurity, content creation, and entrepreneurship. Knowledge is power, now more than ever.
Oh yeah, it's finally here. A fully loaded M1 Max 14-inch MacBook Pro has finally arrived at my doorstep after about 4 months of waiting. In this new episode of KnightLife, I'm going to be unboxing this laptop, and then we're going to load a Blackmagic 12K raw video file onto it and render it, comparing the render time in DaVinci Resolve on this laptop to my 2019 Mac Pro, which cost me roughly about $18,000, and compare that to the performance render time on this laptop. So sit back, relax, grab that cup of joe, and join me for a new episode of KnightLife on ITSPmagazine. Cue the intro. All right, let's do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch to my overhead camera here. So I'm gonna actually pull it out of the box. Ta-da! Ta-da! All right. This is so fun. I get it. I get the whole unbox therapy thing. It's a lot of fun opening things. All right, so hopefully all of you can see that. Absolutely love Apple's packaging. They do it right. They definitely do it right. I remember the days when vendors really just didn't care about, how their boxes looked or how their packaging looks. All right. So excited. I'm so excited. Oh. Smells good. Smells really good. All right. Now, this has been a really difficult laptop to get my hands on. It has been sold out of all the stores. My wife and I actually have a business account with Apple, and we ordered the laptop through our personal business site, and waited about 4 months for it to finally arrive, and it's finally here. We had an option, so I was looking at the 16-inch and the 14-inch option. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm turning 43 this year, in January actually, and the days of me wanting to lug around huge laptops, portable desktops are gone. Even with the fact that I'm actually rendering raw 8K or 12K raw video footage in my hotel room, I have no interest in lugging around huge laptops, even though I'm going to be, rendering video on these things. I like small, light form factor. This just, this is beautiful. I mean, say what you want about Apple, but they really do it. They really do it right. I had read some time ago that Apple had hired a professional or famous artist to design their packaging. Did not know that. I don't know if that's the case still today, but let's go ahead and open this baby up. Oh, it's a beautiful sound. I don't care who you are. If you are a diehard Microsoft fan, PC fan, that is a beautiful laptop. All right. Let's put this away for safekeeping. Yes, I'm a hacker, so I have a different wireless network for guests, IoT devices in the house, and regular usage. Alrighty then. Agree to the terms. I don't know what you guys think about my new Grove Made desk thingy here. I probably can't see. Yeah. Protects the desk. Just got this new fully standing desk. It's absolutely amazing. All right, so excited. I just, Christmas came early. This is amazing. Just in time. Love the braided power cord. This is amazing. Totally beats the rubber, which always seems to attract all dirt. I don't know if you guys can hear that right now, but we have a maid and she's vacuuming right now, so hopefully you guys aren't picking that up. Note to future Alyssa, make sure to edit that out in post if you can hear the vacuum. All right. Yeah, this is amazing. I love this cable. This braid, amazing. I hope they do this with all their cables now. This is awesome. Absolutely love that. Got our brick. I'm gonna need to show you guys and girls the Apple power supply box that I have in my closet behind me. No, that is not a virtual background. Despite what many people have asked me, thinking that it was a virtual background, it's actually real. It's my closet. Alrighty then. Let's do this. Oh, Touch ID. Oh yeah. Loving it. This is nice. Especially when you've got a mask on, you know, you're in public, you don't want to get yelled at for taking your mask off to authenticate with Face ID. Touch ID is nice. Actually, bring that back to the iPhone. I'll give all of you the specs here shortly once I get logged into OS X, Mac OS. All right, and here we go. I'm excited. All right, so about this Mac. When I said fully loaded, I meant it. This is fully loaded. Basically, whatever upgrade option was on this MacBook, I took it. So it's running macOS Monterey, currently 12.01. Definitely needs to be upgraded. There's been some updates since then. But 14-inch M1 Max, not the Pro, running 64 gigs of RAM. Super excited about that. So I'll go ahead and start a software update here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this updated now and then get DaVinci Resolve installed on it, as well as the raw 12K, the Blackmagic raw 12K video file loaded onto this. It's already on my Mac Pro right now. I'll grab just, you know, like a small little slice, not obviously the whole ransom film, but just a portion of it, and compare the render times. So I will see you in a moment. I am, yes, wearing completely different clothes because I took a break while I edited the film footage from our last film, Ransom for Net Abstraction. And that's actually the test footage that I'm going to be using on both the M1 Max as well as the Mac Pro. So basically, it's a approximately 4 gigabyte 12K raw video file. And it's been copied to both machines and loaded into DaVinci Resolve. And the version of DaVinci Resolve is the same on both machines. So I'm running version 17.4.2 build 9 on both of the computers. And they also have the same render settings. So I've gone here to render, and the render settings are YouTube 2160. The resolution is 3840 by 2160 with a frame rate of 24. Format is MP4. H.265 stands for high efficiency video coding. And what that means is it basically uses half the bit rate of H.264. And how that translates to value to you is it uses up less bandwidth and less space than H.264. That's all that means. So we're using H.265 as the video codec. The audio, just standard bus 1 stereo. Audio codec is AAC. And I'm going to go ahead and start the render on both machines at the same time. I'll also put a counter up on the screen and post to show how many minutes and seconds each render took. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. My money is on the M1, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. All right, so I'm going to add that to render queue. And I'm going to add it over to render queue on here. So, are you all sitting down? Are you ready? This is the moment we've all been waiting for. What's going to render this raw 12K video file faster? The M1 Max with 64 gigs of RAM, or the Mac Pro 2019 with a 3.2 gigahertz processor, 16-core Intel Xeon with 128 gigs of RAM. All right, let's do this. Everyone count down with me. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, looks like the M1 Max. Oh, the M1's winning. The M1's winning. Oh! Bam! Oh my God. That's insane. I figured that the M1 Max would win, but it won by quite a bit. Obviously, when rendering a full-length film, you're not rendering only 4 gigs of video, but I wanted to do something quick and short for this video, but that is amazing. So yeah. All right. So there you have it. The M1 Max. I don't know. Maybe it's time to sell my cheese grater. Anyone in the market for buying a Mac Pro? Yeah, that's insane. Wow, well worth the money. All right, well, there you have it. So I guess I know what machine I'll be rendering on moving forward. Okay, well, I guess it's time for question of the day. Which computer did you think was going to win? Was it the M1 Max or the Mac Pro? Put in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications of my new uploads and live streams every week. With that, happy holidays to all of you, and to all a good night.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of KnightLife on ITSPmagazine with Alissa Knight. If you learned something new and this podcast made you think, then share ITSPmagazine.com with your friends, family, and colleagues. If you represent a company and wish to associate your brand with our conversations, sponsor one or more of our podcast channels. We hope you will come back for more stories and follow us on our journey. You can always find us at the intersection of technology, cybersecurity, and society.